Unscrewed with Martin Sargent is next.
Coming up tonight, the woman behind the world's largest collection of the world's smallest version of the world's largest things. Plus, everyone knows how important Nobel Prizes are to scientists. Tonight, you'll meet the author behind the Ig Nobel Prizes. Slightly less noble achievements, much more entertaining. And finally, fart-proof underwear. Hey everyone, I'm Laura Swisher, and I apologize for what you just saw. Again, I'm sorry, and you're watching Unscrewed. And here he is, a man who never wears any underwear. It's Martin Sargent.
How you doing, everybody? How you doing, everyone? Thank you so much for being here on Unscrewed. Thank you so much. Wonderful to have you there. Actually, I don't wear underwear in the conventional meaning of the term. I wear something more like I call it a restraining package, you know?
What's it?
Well, you know,
I have no idea what that could possibly be.
It's made out of animal fur and feathers and, you know, teeth. Just, you know, various things I kill up at my hunting lodge in the Adirondacks.
You know where I wear sometimes instead of
What's that?
underwear? The club.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's good. Is that working out for you? Those things are tough to break into. Yeah. I just would never recommend putting badger fur up against your ball bag because, wow.
That's what Grandma always told me.
The chafing.
That's what Grandma said.
Let's do the show, shall we, Laura?
Let's.
Oh, hey there, little gamers. It's time to set aside your Xboxes. Set aside the Xboxes, and let's take the unscrewed Vespa for a spin, but make sure to look out for oil slicks, everybody, or you'll wipe out and maybe get a little killed. I'm television's Martin Sargent. Now, you may be wondering why the heck the Martin Sargent Theater is thick with the screams of ravens. Well, that's an easy one. See, that's enough with the raven, all right. Hold on. See, since last week, this entire television studio has been infested with them. Ravens everywhere. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. How strange, for ravens signify death, do they not? Yes, they sure do. Now, maybe there's a dead person under the floorboard somewhere, and the ravens are attracted by the faint smell of the body starting to rot. Could be. Or maybe ravens just like hanging out in crappy third-tier digital Platinum Plus cable television studios destined for foreclosure. But you know what? Who really cares? Because the important thing is the ravens are here and they must be eliminated. So thank God for internet, because I'll tell you, if you ever need to learn how to get rid of a whole crap load of ravens, internet is the place to go. To solve a raven infestation, the ultimate site is roguesci.org. Just a quick perusal and you'll find recipes for homemade poisons, explosives, how to build guns, everything you need to know to permanently solve your raven problem, if you have one. Now, first off, I killed the ravens using meat poison with hydrogen chloride. Yeah, killed a whole lot of ravens too, but not enough, because as you can hear, many ravens remain. Okay, this would be the point when the raven is supposed to come back in, dumbass. Jesus. All right, next I thought about building a large bomb or creating a poison gas cloud to get rid of the ravens, but that might kill innocent people, and that's no good. No, what I need is an exterminator. So just before the show, I did one of them Google searches for raven exterminators, and I came up with one based right here in sunny Santa Monica, California. So let's go ahead and call her and see what she can do for old Martin Sargent, shall we? Okay, it's ringing. Hello?
Hello, Raven Elimination Services.
Hi, how you doing? This is television's Martin Sargent over at Unscrewed.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'm a huge fan of your show. I love you.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you got a raven problem?
Oh, I got one hell of a raven problem. Can you help me eliminate him?
Well, I'll tell you, I can't. Now, you don't always have to kill the ravens,
No?
Martin. What I do is I sing a special magic song,
Oh, that sounds good,
and
yeah.
they live on their own.
All right, yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay, let's try it. Now repeat after me.
Okay.
Oh, ravens,
Oh, ravens.
you can have my flesh.
You can have my flesh.
But you will never get my soul.
But you will never get my soul.
Now go.
Now go.
Get the out, Raven. You are cowardly birds. Get out.
Get the F out. You are cowardly birds. Get the F out. Yeah, Miss Crackles, I think it worked. There's no more ravens.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Miss Crackles. Wow. How about that? Wow, save the day. Well, it looks like the internet saved the day again. For without it, I never would have been able to find Mrs. Crackles and solve our raven problem. Thanks, internet. And also, I'd like to express a little gratitude to my assistant, Roderick, who recently found some web footage of Asian women with sweaty breasts eating soup. He can't swing a raven, but he can find that. Let's watch. Something like that gives me a powerful appetite.
Wow, yumma numma na.
Oh.
Yumma numma na.
Soup is good food.
Yumma numma na.
All right, let me tell you something, people.
Yumma numma na. Oh, yumma numma na. Sorry.
Can you do that? Can you do that some more, please?
Yumma numma na.
See, finally the ratings are going to go up. Let me tell you something, people. After we complete tonight's show, it will be placed in a display case in the Museum of Television Greatness. And in the coming years, so many people will come bear witness to its greatness that a new religion will form. And lo, that religion will be a faith not of peace, but of fire. Tonight we shall honor the bizarre, the mad, the seldom praised, and then we'll show you how to hide the smell of farts. Well, let's begin tonight by paying tribute to another great American. My heart swells with pride. Tonight's great American is the curator of a mobile roadside attraction called the world's largest collection of the world's smallest version of the world's largest things. Here's Erica Nelson. How you doing, Erica?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
I'm great. So do I have that straight? Did I get that out? The world's largest collection of the smallest version of the world's largest things.
You did it just absolutely superbly.
Well, how curious. Whatever is that?
Pardon?
What is your collection? I mean,
What is it? Well, it is, I go around the country looking for world's largest things like the big giant donut at Randy's Donuts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, over at Randy's, sure.
La Cienega, Los Angeles. Let's go on.
And this museum of yours, it's located in your van, right?
Yes, it's a mobile museum. So the museum goes with me wherever I go.
What are some of the different types of the world's largest roadside attractions you've encountered and then collected in the small version?
Well, some of them include monuments to wildlife of the area, like the world's largest goose in Sumner, Missouri, or the world's largest frying pan up in Long Beach, Washington. It's something that will set your town apart from anything else.
Oh,
It'll make somebody stop when they're going down the highway and go, hey, I got to go see that.
You know, I heard that the people in Ohio recently found God near the interstate north of Cincinnati. Is that true?
They might have.
Here, what I want to know is, Erica, where can I find the world's largest 8-ball?
The world's largest 8-ball?
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to be driving along a highway in the middle of Missouri.
Missouri, huh? They got good 8-balls there, is that right?
Well, it's not an ingestible kind.
No. I don't know what you're talking about, actually.
I don't know what
any
you're
idea what you're talking
either.
about. So this museum of yours, this museum/converted 18-passenger senior citizen van, it shows off your handmade replicas of the world's largest things. Do people actually come up to you when you're in some sort of a rest stop and want to see your stuff?
Oh, yeah. It's always on display. So whenever the museum is not moving, it's on display.
What do you think? We got to run here, but what in your mind, you've been doing this for so long, what in your mind does your mobile art installation represent?
It represents the best of Americana. It represents all those people who don't want to be just like everybody else and think of some way to make themselves stand out. And all these little communities around us that just go, hey, you know what? We're different. We've got a big, big chicken in our backyard.
And that's why we think that you're one of the great Americans. Thank you so much, Erica. Keep driving down that road. For souvenirs from your favorite mobile museum and roadside attraction, check out worldslargestthings.com and become a member. All right, up next, we'll pay homage to karaoke, farting herrings, and God knows what else. The Ig Nobel Awards coming up right after the break.
Get freaked with the G-Spot every weeknight starting at 10.
Oh, hey, welcome back, everyone. My next friend is known for paying homage to some of the most bizarre research ever presented with a straight face. Here's the founding father of the Ig Nobel Awards and the author of the book by the same name via satellite from somewhere near Harvard, Mark Abrams. Hey, Mark. Great to have you on the program. So to win
wherever I am.
To win one of these Nobel Prizes, and believe me, I've won several, you must do some very great things. What must you do to win an Ig Nobel Prize?
It's an odd thing. You have to have done something that first makes people laugh and then makes them think. And that's it. And what people think, that's up to them.
So your website pays homage to all the recipients of the Ig Nobel Prize in the years past. Can you give us some examples of this, some of the research that were rewarded?
Sure. I've been doing this since 1991. We give 10 a year, so there are quite a few. There was a prize given to the patent holder for the comb-over.
Get out of here. Nobody invented a comb-over.
Well, that's a separate question. They don't claim, in fact, they insist they did not invent it, they merely patented it.
Very nice. So another one is karaoke. The karaoke, the guy who invented it actually won an Ig Nobel Prize. I think that's very much deserved. I think he should have won a Nobel Prize for inventing karaoke.
Someday it could happen.
Who was it?
Well, you just saw a picture from, his name is Daisuke Inoue. He lives in Japan. About 1971, he invented karaoke. Anyway, he never made any money. This was maybe the only honor he's gotten. He came to the ceremony a few weeks ago here at Harvard, and we had 1,200 people in the largest meeting place at Harvard. We had a bunch of Nobel laureates. They're the ones that hand the prize. And we had a sort of magical little moment in history when the Nobel laureates sang a karaoke tribute to Mr. Inoue.
Boy, that must have been a scream for all you Harvard people there. That must have been, what's your karaoke song? I bet you go out there a lot and sing the karaoke.
Oh, I have too many. The memories crowd my mind.
All right, so one more we have time for. Takeshi Makino. What did he win an Ig Nobel Prize for?
He also is Japanese. About 5 years ago, he won the Ig Nobel Chemistry Prize for his involvement with something called S-Check. S-Check is a kind of chemical. It comes in little vials. And he's a detective. People hire him to use S-Check. Typically, suspicious wives hire it. He dribbles this little chemical on the underwear from the husband. And if the husband has been unfaithful, so goes the theory, his underwear starts glowing.
Oh, my God. That's not available in this country yet, is it?
No, in fact, in his acceptance speech, he said, "You're Americans, you don't have to worry. I have no plans to bring this product to the United States."
Now, thank God. So, one more thing. You're talking about his acceptance speech. You have a little thing that you do if the acceptance speech goes too long called Sweetie Poo. What is that?
Miss Sweetie Poo. We have the same problem every award ceremony does, but we keep things really short. Miss Sweetie Poo is a beautiful, charming 8-year-old girl. And whenever she feels somebody has talked too long, she looks up at them and says, "Please stop. I'm bored. Please stop. I'm bored.
That's a great
Please
idea.
Stop. I'm bored."
Does anyone ever physically attack her?
I'm bored. No, they've tried to bribe her, but nothing works. She is one tough kid.
Hey, man, thanks very much for being on the program.
Okay. Thanks for having me.
Ig Nobel Awards, and to win a date with the Nobel laureate, check out improbable.com. That's what happens. If you win all these things, you can actually go out with a Nobel laureate. Go to ignobel.com for more information. All right, thanks a lot, Mark. Now, coming up, a man whose underwear may very well make the world a better place. Stick around. Everyone, you know how sometimes you're sitting in a production meeting for your TV show and you just lay out a real dirty, stank-ass... Well, never mind. My next friend is the recipient of an Ig Nobel Prize for an invention that can save us from future outbreaks. Here's Buck Weimer. How you doing, Buck?
Good.
Great to have you here on the program.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
So you invented these things. It's underwear with some kind of a filtration system in there, right?
Absolutely, yes.
For farting.
For farting.
Whatever
yes.
you want to call it. How much faith do you have in it? Because Joey, the intern, is sitting on the end of the couch over there, and he's basically been eating chili and drinking beer since about the time The Price is Right was on this morning. So it could be real bad. Does it work real well?
Actually, I have total confidence, and the fact that I'm still in the same bedroom, in the same bed with my wife, and not him, I have total confidence in him.
So that's how this started, because of your wife?
Yes. Yes, my wife has irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease.
Wow.
And when it flares up, she has a very difficult time digesting tryptophan, which is a protein, one of the 8 essential amino acids.
I thought that was the stuff in turkey.
It is, but it's in almost every food. And it's hard to digest, and when you don't digest it, you get a bad smell.
Pardon me, I'm going to squeeze over here a little bit. I hope you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Okay. Is your wife watching?
I've clearly lost control of the machine. I've clearly lost control of the machine. How many years have you and your wife been together?
35.
And how many years since you invented this thing? 2001, you won the Ig Nobel Prize. Has the relationship really flowered in the past 4 years?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has, believe me, because she spent a lot of time making me a long sufferer.
Buck, what did you put into things that actually makes it work for someone like Joey or your wife?
They're made out of airtight material with elastic around both legs and around the waist. And then in the back, around the tush area, I have a hole cut out of the material, covered with ordinary porous material, sewn in the shape of a pocket. Then in the pocket, I have a replaceable filter that filters out the bad-smelling flatulence, but allows the non-smelling flatulence to pass through.
If you got it real bad, how often you got to replace that filter?
Not very scientific.
Mine needs a change.
Can you measure this really scientifically? Like, is there a smell meter or smellometer that you can use to really tell if it's working or not?
Well, there are meters that are sensitive to hydrogen sulfide.
What do you need a meter for? You're just going to
really. Yeah, really. But you actually can measure certain gases, not all of them combined, because everybody's digestion is different.
This one's off the charts. By the way, you guys can't
Well,
tell,
we got it running. How much do those things cost, Buck?
They cost $24.95.
That's good value. That's good value. A bargain for sure. Buck, thank you so much for being on the program.
Pleasure.
And if you want to buy some of his special anti-flatulence underwear, head on over to his website, under-tech. That's TEC.com. Get out of here, Joey. Yeah.
Ow!
I hope we caught that on camera. Says that. All right, after the break, we're going to check in with one of our oldest and most distinguished fans, film star and Halo 2 champion, Michael Caine. Don't miss it. But first, toss this on your brain.
Yeah, you guys, I would really love to go see Unscrewed, but I can't right now.
Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm really busy. That Martin, he's really hot.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yada, yada, yada. But the deal is, I just have a big presentation to do. And
Shut your face. Log on to the website for your free tickets.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, over the years, we at Unscrewed have talked to a lot of people. People distinguished in a very wide range of fields. But perhaps the most distinguished of them all is the film legend, Michael Caine. So without further ado, let's go ahead and ring him. Hello?
Hello, I'm Michael Caine.
Oh, good, Mr. Caine. It's Martin Sargent, Unscrewed.
Oh, yes. You know, I have been watching Unscrewed for months. And I must say, it was a little bit better at TechTV.
What?
In San Francisco.
What? Well, what are you talking about?
It just seems to me, and mind you, I'm just a casual observer, but it seems to me you're not having quite as much fun.
Well, no, what do you know? You're just some kind of a night in movies or something like that, man. Come on.
Well, it's a good point. And what I want to say to you is you should leave it and come with me on a cruise to Ceylon, where you can live with me on my tea plantation.
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious about that?
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to take you up on that. Yeah, I would love to live on your tea plantation in Sri Lanka. But
pretty well good, then.
I got a couple demands. Is it all right if Swish comes with me?
Absolutely, yes.
All right. How about my intern, Joey? Can he come?
Cheerio, yes.
All right, Joey, you can come too. How about the ambassador of gay? Is he okay to come too?
Bloody well, yes.
How about, can I even bring Ricky Kang?
Bloody well, yes.
Can I bring all of my extremely talented, in some cases very hot writers and producers?
What I would like you to do
Well, that's
bring
great.
everybody to
Well,
my tea plantation.
Fantastic then. Sorry, Unscrewed Army. You know, me and my whole staff, we're moving to Sri Lanka with Michael Caine. So we probably won't be on the TV anymore, but we'll be back maybe a little higher up on the dial down the road. We love you, and hopefully tonight we'll see you at the bar. Thanks for watching, everyone. I love you. Thanks so much.
I hate Adam Sessler.
I'd rather suck on a urinal puck than play this game.
Why does he get to play video games and review video games on our show about video games? Why does he get to spend every day with Morgan Webb?
We've got a preview of the hottest new releases.
Yeah!
Obsessed with video games? Watch X-Play with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. Weeknights at 11.
Stay tuned. Anime Unleashed next.